6 months after my husband died, I became kind of estranged from my family. They weren't real pleased with the way that I was supposed to grieve in a certain way, and I wasn't grieving in the way that they thought that I should. So I became even more alone, and I had just moved to a new place, and I didn't know anybody. And it scared me because my husband had died, and I had a little boy who needed his mom. And I was afraid that I was getting really sick, and then once people couldn't find out what was going on with me, it scared me even more because I just couldn't be there. I couldn't be there for my son. I was afraid that I was going to die. He would tell me that he was afraid I was going to die, and it broke my heart. It was really scary because I didn't know if I was ever going to get well again. Everyone told me I wasn't. This is something you're just going to have to deal with. Well, he's my little angel here on earth. He is the reason that I sought out help in the first place, because if it weren't for him, I think I would have just laid in bed and just said, forget about it, I'm done, and I don't really care, because I felt like I'd lost everything at that point. So he was the driving force so that he could have a mom, so that he could have the life that we had. I mean, I used to do all kinds of stuff with them. We used to play, and I couldn't do anything anymore with them. So he's the reason that I kept looking for answers and saying, this isn't good enough. This pain meds, mom on pain meds isn't okay. You know, mom not able to sleep, mom not able to take him to the pool. You know, he would tell me all the time, Mama, why can't we do the things that we used to do? And I have a lot of guilt for not being there for him, for missing out on him growing up. You know, after he spent the first, several years of his life, with a sick dad, and then he had a sick mom. So I didn't think it wasn't fair to him. I had been at the farmer's market and talked to a man who said that there was this awesome, we were talking about my food allergies, and that there was this awesome nutritionist who knew a lot, and that she was really knowledgeable and really nice, and I should just stop in and see her. So months are going by, and I kind of feel a little nagging feeling, and I'm just like, nah, I don't feel good enough to do anything. I don't really want to deal a lot with anything. My thyroid was getting really out of whack, and so I was having massive anxiety to the point where it was debilitating. I could barely leave my house. And so one day I went to take my son to get his hair cut, and it's just a couple doors down, and we were early because I can't keep my mind straight. And we had like 20 minutes, and I told Brayden about the place, and he goes, Mom, we need to go. And I was like, all right, we got 20 minutes, let's just check it out. So we walked in there, and it was like, I just felt this energy that was the right place to be. And when I started talking to her, I was just completely blown away at what she already knew about me, just in a matter of seconds, what she knew about me and my situation, and how compassionate and empathetic she was. And my son was there, and I mean, it's hard to explain, because she knew what he was feeling, she knew what I was feeling, and she said, I can help you. And I knew I was in the right place for help. So I said, I have nothing to lose, I have only something to gain, I'm in. So I started meeting with her on a weekly basis. There's been no one in my life. I thought that Craig was the person who changed my life the most, but it's Jessica that's changed my life the most. to know that I can be happy and to know that I'm loved and that I'm not alone anymore and that I can help people is the most beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for that. I will always be grateful for that. She's changed my life completely.